All right, hello, how you doing? So it looks like Soldiers is on the menu for today's Tour of the Meta video. So let's give it a quick look over and take it out onto the ladder and pilot it. So first up, we have 6 1-drops. You have the 4 Recruitment Officer and 2 copies of Skrelv. While not a soldier, is still really good at protecting your board, so it gets an include, I assume. Past that, we have a very long list of 2-drops, not just creatures, but spells as well. So this list runs a single copy of Destroy Evil, 3 copies of Invasion of Gobekon, really solid card on both sides. Being able to tax your opponent on the front side and then protect your board on the back side is really solid. We have 4 copies of Resolute Reinforcements. This is a flash creature that is also a soldier, so it gets the soldier synergies and also works really well with your counter spells. So that gets a 4 of inclusion. Then we have 4 copies of Valiant Veteran. That's your Soldier Lord. You have 2 copies of Fairy Mastermind. Another one of the creatures that is not a soldier for this list, but gets the include because 1, it's flying, 2, it's flash, 3, it's card draw. So it's pretty solid for only 2 mana. You got 3 copies of Make Disappear and 2 copies of Protect the Negotiators. That's your counter spells for this deck. Past that, we have the Zephyr Sentinel, which counts as a quasi-counter spell against targeted removal. So you can bounce a creature that gets targeted by removal and give this a +1/+1 counter if the target was a soldier. And after that, we have 2 copies of Dennick. Dennick's just really solid, especially in the early game, because he has the bigger butt, and he also gives lifelink. So this is going to save you against more aggressive strategies in the early game. Past that, we have 3 copies of Harbin, the Vanguard Aviator. This is your soldier that is going to give your entire team flying if you attack with at least 5 soldiers. Then we have the Sky Strike Officer, which is another flying soldier with a 2/3 body, and whenever this attacks, it makes a colorless soldier token. And it also has the ability to tap 3 untapped soldiers you control to draw a card. So this, in case you get like landlocked into a stalemate against another creature build, you can at least use this to try and get ahead. And we have a single copy of the Wandering Emperor. And mana base, we're looking at 1 Igonjo, some plains, a single island, 1 Otawara, and we have 1 Adakar Waste, 2 Deserted Beach, 4 Fortified Beachhead, 4 Sea Chrome Coast, 1 Mirex, 1 Plaza of Heroes, and 4 Secluded Courtyard. So the mana base looks pretty solid. It looks like a pretty even split between white and blue as well, so we shouldn't be having too many mana issues with this list. So let's take it out onto the ladder and see how Blue-White Soldiers does today. Okay, our first opponent of the day. We have 3 lands and both of our colors, so this looks pretty solid. We're going to go Recruitment Officer and Valiant Veteran. Or if they're playing red, which they're not, I was going to say playing Dennick. Okay, we got a Hopeful Initiate. So in that case, let's go and play this into Recruitment Officer. So if he attacks, we'll block and we'll trade. You don't want the that recruit to get bigger. Oh, we got a Talia. So cute. Alright, our turn. Let's go and play the Adakar Waste. And we're going to play a Dennick. We'll auto-pay. We'll lose a life in the process, but that's okay. No attacks, because she will just block with the Talia. Coppercoat Vanguard comes in. Let's see. So that's going to be a 3. So they're going to have to choose which one they want to kill. Alright, they choose to kill Dennick. Alright, let's go ahead and hit our plains, and then we will cast a Harbin. Get a flyer out there. And we will attack for 2. Get him on the crackback. Do you want to block with the Vanguard? Yes, so. Did they draw land? I'm hoping they're not stuck on 2 land, because that will make this game very bad. It looks like they're stuck on 2 land. Alright, it's fine. Let's see here. I'm going to opt to not block. I'm taking a little bit extra damage. It's all good. Let's see here. Let's go with the Valiant Veteran. Attack for 4. Bink. I'm also kind of stuck on land too, so it's not the best for either one of us. Plays a recruitment officer. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and block this here and this here. Yeah. Get rid of both of those. Alright, sweet, we got another land. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go ahead. What do we want to do? Let's go ahead and wait, because we have a lot of flash in our hand. So let's see what they do with their turn. Okay, so it looks like they're still stuck on land, which is great for me. Alright, let's go ahead and play Resolute Reinforcements. Make a token. And also Resolute Reinforcements. Make a token. Alright. This, and this block here, and this block here. Get rid of those creatures. There we go. Now we got shit going correctly. Let's go ahead and hit with the Invasion of Gobekon. Let's see. Knight Errant. Yeah, Brutal Cathar. Get out. And next, attack that. Bink. And we'll cast it for free and end the turn. Get a +1/+1 counter on him. Okay. Cast that. Pass. Take my turn. I'll auto pay for that. And he says no more, thank you very much. That kind of sucked. You hate seeing people get stuck on 2 land. But they did also keep a hand with only 2 lands in it, so I can't really feel that bad. Okay, so let's see here. So we have 4 lands, a Harbin, a Make Disappear, and a Sky Strike. So it's a little bit slower, but we'll keep it because it's got a little bit of game plan. Let's go ahead and play the island first, and then we will play the Fortified Beachhead on turn 2, revealing the Harbin. This is going to come directly into play. Submit 1, so that's revealed, and then we cast it. Boom. Cut down? He likely has a cut down. Yeah, he's got a cut down. Alright, and he's out of there. Right, plays Blood Tithe. Getting a sense of deja vu here. Alright, reveal that, submit 1, and play it. So to 3 land. I'm anticipating seeing a Liliana come out in main phase 2. Oh, graveyard. Alright. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hit the plains. And we will play a Valiant Veteran. Give him the +1. Next, I'll attack. Create a dude. Next. Attack for 3. And end the turn. Now, one important thing to remember is this tap effect right here doesn't mean that you have to tap the Sky Strike Officer. We're going to counter that. What you gonna do? Alright, he's gonna sacrifice blood. Oh, so it's a breach deck, huh? Yeah. Kill the cut down again. Did he draw into another cut down? Does not appear so. We'll block and kill that. Prevent a little bit of that damage coming in. Alright, let's go ahead and play a Harbin. Next, I'll attack. Next, bing bang boom. Right, let's see what you do. I'm anticipating a bunch of removal coming my way. Infernal Grasp, huh? Well, I guess I'll just have to counter it. Since you want to attack with the Graveyard Trespasser, because I will block. I got no problem blocking. I'd rather block and kill that than have to target it with removal. Okay, looks good to me. Next, I'll attack. Make another dude. Bink, bink. End turn. Now, like I was saying earlier, is the Skystrike Officer does not need to be untapped to activate this ability. So I can play the Resolute Reinforcements for flash creatures and then tap out. Actually, I'm going to kick it and counter Big Score. That way you just discarded a card for nothing. Next, I'll attack. She's down to 5. End turn. Alright, hopefully it doesn't draw another mana source so he can cast a resurrection spell. Okay, you just got the Graveyard Trespasser. That's fine. And a concession. Now, one of the great benefits to playing aggro is that regardless of win or lose, your games are very fast. Like you're not worrying about game time at all. You just jam like 20 games in the time that it takes a control player to finish 5. Okay, let's go ahead and play the Fortified Beachhead, and we will reveal Harbin, and then cast Harbin. Next. Let's see, what is he playing? He's playing green-blue. So let's go ahead and attack. Get a poison counter on there. Yeah, he's playing green-blue, so... Oh, okay. Not sure I want to count that. But a win is a win, you know? Yeah, well, I won, so I had fun. I hate that survey. It's like, if you win, it's smiley face. If you lose, it's not a smiley face. Right. So we got 3 lands, and we got some action. So we'll go ahead and keep it. We even have a Destroy Evil, which is very nice. So let's start with the Seachrome Coast and play a Recruitment Officer. Double white, Ambitious Farmhand. So this is going to be a, assuming, mono white control build. Alright, go ahead and play Fortified Beachhead, revealing Resolute Reinforcements. And then we attack. And we beat in for 2. End turn. See if they play anything worth counterspelling this turn. They could play Restoration of Iganja this turn. Adeline is definitely not going to get counterspelled. He's actually going to get Destroy Evil. Get the hell out of here. Save that counterspell for another card. Alright. Let's go ahead and play the Secluded Courtyard. Saying Soldier. Okay. Attack for 2. Opt to not block. I'm a big fan of that. Alright. Land number 4. What could you do with 4 mana other than play Wandering Emperor? They could play Mondrak, and I could say no. Kick it! Mondrak, I was not expecting to see that today. Let's play the Mirex. Attack. Yep. Pink, pink. End turn. Now, if they have another Mirex, then I don't really have recourse for that. Okay, they're playing Restoration of my Ganja. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. Though when the creature comes out, I want to have like a resolution for it, though. Alright. Actually, instead of making one, we're going to make two. Instead of making two, we're going to make four. Alright, Sky Strike Officer. I like it. Now, we are overextending, but that's okay. Next. You're holding me up for some reason. What's the reason? You want to cast Soul Partition. Okay. Well, we're going to react by drawing cards. So we're going to tap this one, and this one. Submit 3. We draw a card. Resolve. And attack. Bink, 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 bink. Alright. They may discard a card and get another card back. Mana value 2 or less. I like to sometimes get fetch lands back with that card. What the devil? At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more other creatures, draw a card. Create a 1/1 colorless soldier. Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll play Fortified Beachhead. Reveal that, and then we will cast that. Y'all want a single state cast that. And next, all attack. They all get flying, and +1/+1, and we win the game. Bink, 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 bink. Top deck of the century right there. I get a feeling that they were like gearing up for stabilization that turn. You know what? I did have fun that game. Okay, so we got 2 Secluded Courtyards and a Gonjo. So let's go ahead and we'll keep it. I'm just gonna start shouting Soldier over here with the Secluded Courtyard. And we also have the Fortified Beachhead, so we can cast this, choose that Soldier, and then play that Soldier. We got Mountain. Ooh. Oh, okay, no, that's not Jailmaid. I was getting excited. Let's see here. Let's play the Secluded Courtyard. Choosing Soldier. Soldier Boy, tell him. And then we will attack. Alright. Cool. And ooh, gosh. That's not going to counter anything. So, honestly, in this moment, we want to play Valiant Veteran. Now, Protect the Negotiators is not useful when you don't have anything on the board. Exhibition Magician? What am I playing against here? Make a treasure token when it comes into play. Okay. Deserted Beach. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and play the Recruitment Officer. At least now we have something we can do with. I'm not going to attack into that, though. I don't want to lose my Valiant Veteran to an Exhibition Magician. No lie, though, I'm happy to see this. I mean, I like seeing weird decks that are doing different things. Or at least finding new routes to victory. Invasion of Asgol. He has the 2 to cast with, so it comes in. Yeah. Sacrifice that. You want to bink it for 2? That's totally fine with me. It doesn't kill it. Let's play a Plaza of Heroes. And we will attack. It's such a weird game. Alright. Tap out for something big and flashy so I can counter it. Pass. Alright, we're wandering it. One.
I've learned much during my travel.
We'll do this just in case you have removal for a soldier token. Or samurai token, I should say. Alright, sweet. Let's play Physical Courtyard. And again, we will say soldier. And we will cast a soldier. We will +1, Mr. Valiant Veteran, and attack. It still gives us a couple mana open to cast Protect the Negotiators with. Okay, perfect. He tapped out for it. So we will protect. I was hoping that that's what he was going for, is like a big Itali play. Alright. +1, and the Sky Strike Officer. Next, I'll attack. Make a dude, bink, and bink. I'll play the Seacrum Coast. No reason for me to hang on to it. Vat emerges. Okay, alright, you get it this time. Good job, man. Resolve. Bing, 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 bing. Alright. What are you gonna get with it? Zephyr Sentinel and Riveteer's Requisitioner. Resolve all. You're gonna bounce the Atali? Because that'd be hilarious. You should totally do it. He chose not to, okay. Alright, my turn. Is there anything I can do on my opponent's turn? That just gives until end of turn. Yep. Alright, we'll just take the turn. Okay, let's go ahead and play Harbin. And then we will give a +1/+1 counter right here. Next, attack. Slam. And turn. Chandra, huh? Alright. So we need to deal with this right now. That is only going to save a legendary creature. Okay. He did choose a legendary creature for this though, so we'll give this hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. And then we will activate this. Tap, 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 draw a card. And now you can attack me with Atali if you want to. I will still win next turn, because I'll cast Valiant Veteran from my graveyard. No blocks, because it'll still go through and deal enough trample damage. Bink. Alright, my turn. Okay, so we're going to activate that. And I'll attack right there. He just lets it come through. And he knows he can't come back from that. Okay, so we got two lands, and one of them is a fortified beachhead, and the other is a Seacrum Coast. So it looks like pretty good to open with. And we got 2, 2, and 3 for our casting costs. So yeah, let's keep it. Uh-oh, we're up against mono black. This is not going to be good for us. Especially without a 1-drop to play. The Raven Man. I'm seeing a lot of people opting to play the Raven Man lately. I wonder why. Let's see. Let's play the Fortified Beachhead. And we will choose this soldier. Submit one to reveal. And then we'll play said soldier. Boom. Alright, Denika's on the board now. So, throw a removal spell at him. Oh, I guess not. Okay, let's discard a Resolute Reinforcements. So that's going to trigger Make a Bird. Very interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this, and then we're going to play Invasion of Gobakon. And let's see here. Liliana, Sword of Once and Future. Say what? I guess the sword. Wow. And let's attack the with this over here. Goes through, gain a couple life. Alright, he casts Duress and finds nothing to discard. Fantastic. Give that +1. He's going to start swinging. Sword of Once and Future. How interesting. I've never seen anyone play that. And hopefully, we won't see him play it this game either. Alright. Let's go ahead and play the Fortified Beachhead. Revealing Sky Strike Officer. Submit 1. Next. Attack there again. See if he chooses to block. He does. Good boy. Alright, and we just pass. Let's see if he draws that land. He does not draw the land. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a creature or battle card from it. If you do, that player discards that card. If you don't, incubate 3. Okay, well, we're going to start by casting Resolute Reinforcements and Zephyr Sentinel. And we will bounce the Resolute Reinforcements to give him a +1. Now make me discard my Sky Strike Officer. There we go. So he gets another bird token that can't block, thankfully. Let's play the Fortified Beachhead. And we have another early concession. How interesting. I would imagine Black would have a very good game against me. But I guess it doesn't help matters when you don't draw lands for multiple turns against an aggressive deck. So, yeah. Unfortunate. Okay, so we got 3 lands here. An Otawara and 2 Seachrome Coast, which will come into play untapped early. And we have 1 into 2, into 2, into 3. This is a very keepable hand, so we're going to go Skrelv into Dennick. Alright, play a Skrelv. Let's go. Let's see what they play. Are they playing red? If they're playing red, we'll go Dennick. They are playing 4-color, I'm assuming, 4-color ramp. So instead, we're actually going to go with Harbin. And I'm actually going to keep that open because I want to be able to protect creatures from their enchantment-based removal spells. Yep, same. Multiple triumphs means they're playing 4-color ramp. So here, let's go and play the Plaza of Heroes. And we will play Sky Strike Officer. Next, we will attack here. We need to play this game smart. Hopefully we can get to them before they get to their big stuff. Alright, they're getting their ramp on curve, which is great for them and bad for me. Let's see what they do. So they go get a swamp. Very interesting. They get a swamp. Alright, my turn. Alright, go and play a Deserted Beach. And now we're going to play a Recruitment Officer. Next, attack with the Flyers. Make another guy. Alright, we're coming in. And let's see. It's very possible they're going to play a Sunfall next turn. So I don't want to overplay. Alright. Play land. Land is untapped. Okay, I was expecting Sunfall this turn. Thankfully, it was not Sunfall. Alright, they get to play an extra land this turn, which is great for them. And another Topiary Stomper. So that gets them up to 7 lands, which is going to activate Topiary Stomper to be able to block now. Do you want to attack? Yeah. We're going to no blocks that. Pass. Because we want to beat in this turn. So we're going to play Deserted Beach. And we're actually going to attack with everything now because I want to give them all flying. We'll give it... Okay, it has to be 5 or more soldiers, so that's not going to matter this turn. So next, we will attack with this and this. So we have to wait until next turn to attack with everything. So they have to play a master removal spell this turn, otherwise we win. Because if they play a creature this turn, we're just going to bounce with Adawara. So let's see how they do this turn. Pass. No blocks. Pass. Bink, bink. Okay. Second main. Tap that for a red. Tap for a green. Oh. Red, white. So he's manually tapping, so this is very important for him. Ossification. Okay. We resolve that. What are you going to target? You want to target Skrelv? Okay. You give it hexproof. Okay, now we cast Sunfall. That's what I was thinking he was going to do. So, what we need to do here is we need to activate. So we're going to tap 1, 2, 3 creatures. Draw a card. Okay. And then the exile goes off. I don't have anything else I can do this turn. But it does remove everything, though, which is great for me. So let's go ahead and play Dennick now. Pass, end turn. Let's see what you do. That comes in. They cast Leyline Binding. Okay. And then they will activate the token. And I do not have enough mana to stop it, so it's going to get me. Alright, good game. You know, honestly, I don't feel bad about that because that was an absolutely deserved win. He played very smart. So, good game for you. Good game for you. Okay, here we are for the post-game wrap, and I do have some thoughts regarding this deck. Initial thoughts is, if you get the ball rolling, like turn 1 into turn 2, get that snowball rolling real fast, you can catch a lot of your opponents by surprise before they can even have a chance to establish a board presence. So, it is a very fast deck. It has more than enough permission and enough protection spells to stay in the game through the mid game. But if the game gets to the late game and you can't recover from a board wipe, then you're going to have some issues. Especially if you overextend into the board wipe. Aside from that, the deck is very solid. It closes out games really fast, but it does have a few glaring issues, and that is, like, if you don't happen to have the mana available to deal with key cards from your opponent, you're going to have a bad time. Like Sunfall, Depopulate, Mass Removal is going to really hurt you if you can't come back from that. But aside from that, the deck is pretty solid. Harbin is an absolute MVP for this deck. I was a little disappointed in the last game that I played because I really wanted to attack all in with Harbin, but I had Skrelv on the board as one of my 5 creatures, and because Skrelv is not a soldier, I couldn't give all my guys flying. So that was a little bit of a non-bo right there, but the protection that Skrelv offers for all of your other creatures in all other situations is really, really good. So I can definitely justify the inclusion of Skrelv in this list. Aside from that, I did notice that this deck is not running the 3-mana guide that gives +1/+1 counters and replacement creatures on death. So that might be something you might want to look into playing. But it is a slower card though, and it competes with Skystrike Officer. So I think the focus of this deck wants to be like front loading spells on turn 1 and turn 2, and kind of like holding back mana for flash creatures and counter spells in turns like 3, 4, and 5, to just like ensure that you can get on the board fast, beat in and keep beating in and keep beating in while keeping protection spells up for your team. So the deck is crafted pretty well. I gotta say, like it's a well crafted build. If I were to make a choice on which aggro decks to go with, I would probably still go with mono red aggro over this, because it's a little bit more consistent in the fact that it is only a single color, and you have the opportunity to go face with burn spells off the top of your library, versus this build doesn't have any haste, it doesn't have any direct damage. It really banks on protecting your team with Skrelv, counter spells, pause of heroes, things like that. But yeah, it is pretty solid though. So if you do want to give this deck a shot, I will put a link to the deck build in the description down below, so you can give it a shot if you want to. So by all means, feel free to take it out onto the ladder, play it. Tell me how you do with it. I'd be more than happy to hear how you do with the deck as well. So yeah, that's it. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the ladder. Later.